Please don't forget to like and subscribe to help the channel.
Having fled Lyria, Queen Meve ventured into Aedirn, her old friend Reynard and new ally Gascon at her side. The war had bitten into this land too. Still, Meve hoped to sway King Demavend to her cause, and with his aid, to oust the traitors, retake her throne, and drive the Nilfgaardian invader from her realm. Yet to start, she was forced to fight, Scoia'tael no less. Emerging from a wood, Meve's retinue encountered a unit of elven rebels just moments from hanging a handful of prisoners. Among the latter, the Queen spotted a woman, a proud warrior with a striking, thick black braid.
The lass I believe I know.
Well, unless we rush to her rescue, it'll soon be you knew her.
Well said. Lyrians, attack!
Hang the butcher! Below her!
She can't breathe, Your Grace. We must rush to her aid.
Quick and painful this'll be.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Dole! Blasana!
Free the warrior!
Eh?
I shall not fail!
The elves! Scatter them! They block our path! Ow!
We're too late.
Hang the butcher! Below her!
Nay, Duambe came.
She can't breathe, Your Grace. We must rush to her aid.
Coin never stinks, no matter how rank the pouch.
Have it the white of an eye from half a league away.
Dole! Blasana!
Free the warrior!
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
Now we will see who is weak!
The elves! Scatter them!
Thing about slings, they hide well.
I shall not fail!
You mad? Don't shake, cat! Ow! Yeah, yeah!
The Scoia'tael warriors shocked the Queen with their speed, their cunning, and their cruelty. Yet in the end, the Lyrians prevailed.
1,000 thanks, Your Grace. Heard many tales of your valor.
Black Rayla. Hagar, we saw you there. You command King Demoven's special forces.
That's right. Though not many remain to command. So I see. How did it come to this?
My liege sent me to wipe out a Scoia'tael band, led by a rat called Aedirn. Followed the vermin's tracks for several days.
Hunting elves in the woods. Truly inspired, I must say.
Had no choice. Doing nothing would have brought us surer, swifter doom. The Black Clad have invaded Aedirn, thanks to elven aid.
You mean to say Nilfgaard's broken your defenses?
Aye. Though their march will soon halt, believe me. To advance, they'll have to take Rosberg, a stronghold that's yet to fall once. They'll break...
While Aedirn stands, the North...
I'll convey your grace's words to the king at the first occasion.
I'd rather hope to convey them myself. I have come to Aedirn seek...
The king is in Rosberg, overseeing siege preparations. I'm heading that way too to report on our skirmish with the Scoia'tael.
Excellent. Guide on.
What happened here?
Sadly, it was Rayla who met with surprise. 100-yard gap gaped in the...
Your Grace, Nilfgaardian fight.
Catch!
Ha!
Now, how did that incantation go?
I bit the white of an eye from half a league away.
Brach! Scheiß! In! Zwei!
Bloody Horsons. They'll pay for this.
Again and again and again. Off to the front yet again.
I smell a leak.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
Alba!
I refuse to believe it. The king...
Left, right, left, right.
We'll catch 'em all! Brach! Scheiß! In! Zwei! My spirit's willing and how, but these damn books...
Her Majesty is exceptional.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, a time to die. Should have listened to me, old lady.
Off to the front yet again.
Watch for Demoven's banners! If he's here, we must find him!
The Lyrians met one note of luck in this song of woe. Rosberg had fallen, yes, but the Nilfgaardians, not expecting reinforcements from the south, had stationed only a small detachment to hold it. Meve led her men to victory and retook the fortress. Or rather, what was left of it. What they did not demolish during their assault, the Nilfgaardians burnt once inside the city. Countless charred corpses of both defenders and peasants seeking shelter from... Meve was about to give the order to move on when she caught a stifled whimper coming from a pile of...
Engineer Lieutenant Xavier Lemons, reporting for duty.
Medic! Send for a medic!
Lemons! What the devil's happened?
I know not. The East Tower. I led the defense. Heating oil to tan Nil...
The fortress fell.
Fell? Damned Scoia'tael.
What was that?
Our preparations were perfect. A month, 2 we could have lasted, but traitors would have planted charges on the buttresses. An explosion shook the tower, a hole gaped in the wall. I meant...
Vermin, filthy, rotten vermin.
I know you suffer, soldier, but Queen Meve wishes to meet with your sovereign, Demoven.
Gone, luckily. He oversaw the preparations, then returned to Aldersburg. 3 days past.
Then let us do the same. Reynard,
Hold your grace. Did...
the Nilfgaardians might have taken prisoners. There's hope.
How could they? An entire detachment?
Soldier, my medics will tend to you as best they can.
This is my home, your grace. I beg you. Let me join your company.
I respect your fighting spirit, good man.
Your grace, I can hold neither shield nor sword, but I can still fight in my own way. I'm an...
Such pain, such ferocity resounded in Xavier...
Milady, the road to Aldersburg leads through Moulderwood.
Meve was riding at the head of the caravan when Black Rayla rode up...
So what do you propose?
asked the Queen, her gaze fixed. Meve's retinue reached the cemetery before dusk.
I am Eldain. I would speak to Meve.
I am she. Speak.
Cadmil and Kedvagenvid, Renna. This place is of great import to us, the Enshe. I would tell you of its monuments, of the weeping Ensevern, carved by 3 generations of sculptors, or of the alabaster relief of King Kelad, so beautiful even the birds would gather to admire it. But I see your men have found our memorials, and in the way of Dwan, destroyed them without a second thought. I cannot say this comes as a surprise. You've already shown the gods molded you from the basest of matter. You murdered injured soldiers who no longer posed you any threat. You agreed to lynch an entire village, without trial.
Get to the point, Eldain.
So I shall. As you certainly know, the necropolis is surrounded. Soon, there shall be a battle. But it is unseemly to fight in a cemetery. So I ask you to come out into the open.
And surrender our tactical advantage.
I suspected a matter so impractical as respecting the dead would mean nothing to you, Dwan. So I submit one more argument. The lives of the soldiers you sent to spy. If you leave the cemetery, I shall set them free. They will fight at your side. If not, I shall kill them, here and now.
Milady, don't listen to him. He can't be trusted.
Rayla, those are good men. Fabian, Gerrit, Matthias, they've served me for a decade. They'd crawl through 7 hells for their queen. They do not deserve such a death.
I place a high value on my men's lives. Which is why I cannot risk my entire unit for a handful of soldiers.
Your Grace, please, consider.
I reject your offer, Eldain.
As you wish, Renna. Squash me.
In a swift, almost careless movement, Eldain slit the throat of the scout standing nearest to him, then gave the order to attack.
Careful, stay alert. They're cowards all, and sure to have laid traps. Enough chit-chat. Draw your weapon.
Got business for me?
This could hurt. Watch your heads!
Left, right, left, right.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Your Grace, our soldiers. We could have spared them that death.
Nay, Dwan the camest.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
An army's a waste of time for one like me.
I shall not fail!
Give me a target.
My scars? No, they don't hurt.
Aye. Coin never stinks, no matter how rank the pouch.
Arbalist at your command.
Her Majesty is exceptional.
Look what the werecat dragged in.
Slaughter them to a man!
Hey?
Bina!
After a long, bloody battle, Eldain's unit was destroyed, and Eldain himself sat at Meave's feet, defeated and dying.
To die in a cemetery. Something amusing in it, wouldn't you say?
I am surprised you are in the mood for humor.
All my tears I shed years ago. My family, killed in a massacre aimed at eradicating our race. Senseless. Utterly senseless. Reyna, we have lost. Me, my Scoia'tael, the Enshe. We shall vanish from this earth. Your grandchildren will know us in fairy tales only. Lay my bones to rest in a grave. Let me part this world with dignity. Aedir Dregared.
Oh, please! How dare he? Look, he laughs, Your Grace! This dog should rot in an open field. Need I mention the willow? The many strung from it? The many burned alive?
Mercy you don't deserve, Eldain. I shall leave you where you lie, where rats will gnaw at your bones.
In your boots, I would do the same. Vasse derad, ep again.
Meave gave the order to march that very night, not waiting for the day to break. She wished to leave behind as soon as possible the moulderwood and the rotting elven remains littering Kedva Genvid Cemetery. Black Rayla rode at the head of the caravan to the Queen's right, a satisfied smile playing on her lips. Meave's mount reared and flattened its ears, spooked for no visible. Before anyone could respond, a scout from the forward guard, as if to confirm his words, soldiers marched out from...
Watch your heads!
Utter your wish.
Aedirn!
Mom, break the mage's spell, and the golem's power will wane.
Left, right, left, right.
Catch!
Hey?
The mage! Kill the mage!
Cursed traitors.
Ah!
Again and again and again.
Arbalest to your command. This harvest will be reaping black-clad heads.
You'll never take me alive!
A knight should help. Our codex commands it.
Company! Forward march!
spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
Ever have a stone knock out one of your teeth?
Your Grace, it worked!
Raising her shield against the whistling rain of arrows, Meve fought her way towards the Nilfgaardian mage leading the attack. But when the dust of the battle had settled, the Queen ordered her men to search the Nilfgaardian camp. In the mage's tent, they found a rare instrument used to communicate at a distance. Finally, something clicked. A light flickered on, and before Meve's eyes, a
Speak common, please. I know not your tongue.
Oh, forgive me. I thought I spoke to someone else. Good to see you in good health, Queen. Or ex-Queen, I suppose, would be the more apt title.
Instead of fretting so much over my title, give yours.
Of course. Where are my manners? Duke Adel Ebdahi, Grand Chancellor, Commander of Army Group East. I believe you've heard of me.
Of course I have. You are the coward who, instead of facing me himself, employed traitors to do his bidding.
What you call cowardice, I call diplomacy. And you must admit this diplomacy has proven quite successful. First Lyria, then Rosberg, and southern Aedirn, all taken without any real losses.
Enjoy it while you can. Easy victories are short-lived.
Is that what you think? I'm afraid you're in for an unpleasant surprise.
Is that a threat?
No. A simple prediction. Enough of this. Why use this megascope? What is it you want?
I wanted to see the man who's butchering Aedirn. The man responsible for the deaths of thousands of women, elders and children.
Then your desire has been satisfied. It was I who gave the order to cleanse this land of unwanted elements, to prepare it for settlement, for...
Unwanted elements? Those are living folk you speak of.
If you were to look at this war in historical perspective, considering the wider geopolitical context, forget it. It's impossible for you to grasp. Farewell, Your Majesty. Or rather, till next time. For there will be a next time, I assure you.
A quiet fell over the tent. The Queen stepped outside, squinted her eyes against the glare of the burning fields, and swore to herself that when she did see Grand Chancellor Adel Ebdahi again, he would be a whole head shorter. The Lyrians stood within 5 miles of Aldersburg. The Queen galloped so fast the wind squeezed tears from the Nilfgaardian force moved to block the Lyrians' way. Without
Bloody hell! You shan't stop me. No.
You mad? Don't shake that!
Left, right, left, right.
Order! Have it the white of an eye from half a league away.
Again and again and again.
Life is mine now. One bolt's all I need. Aye.
My boots got sand aplenty in them.
Nothing personal, I assure you.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
Alba!
This could hurt.
Should have listened to me old lady. There he gloire! Don't like this. Trouvé di gloire!
Help!
Give me a target.
We must trust each other.
This harvest, we'll be reaping black-clad heads.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
Go on, Enketer!
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Discipline, that is what you folk lack.
Hey?
Aedirn!
So much anger and suffering. For what?
Your Grace, all that was but their rear guard.
The Lyrians managed to scatter the Nilfgaardian battalion, one of many besieging Aldersburg. Niamh weighed her options. The situation looked dire. Demavend, to whom she had come for help, needed help himself. Milt the warrior nodded, and without waiting for any further orders, strode out in front of the party.
Gods have mercy. And demons take it all!
Taking advantage of the confusion, Niamh maneuvered her troops to the very walls of the Old Town. Spying Lyrian banners, the defended the Old Town was a maze of brothels and shady taverns. In normal times, students and other pleasure seekers prowled its dark alleys. Now, tired soldiers slumped in.
Niamh! Of all the besieged cities in all the world, you walk into mine. Come to the rescue, have you?
To be quite frank, I've come to be rescued.
Oh, yes. I've heard much of the events in Lyria. Disgraceful. Such betrayal. However, as you might have noticed, things are not...
Yes, that is hard to miss.
I thought we'd trade blows with the Blackclads. That it would be an even match. 2 weeks. That sufficed to annihilate the army I'd spent my whole lifetime building.
Your Majesty, I cannot say what fate will bring, if we shall reach this war's end alive. But I wish to say now that I admire you.
Oh?
You evacuated the city, yet refused to evacuate yourself. You fight to the bitter end, like a hero.
But of course, the king must lead by example after all. especially in war.
Reynard, that rumbling, you hear it? Studded boots on cobblestones. The Nilfgaardians. Prepare the men for battle.
Yes, Your Grace.
So, now that we're alone, what's really going on?
What? Did you not hear? I'm defending my capital, like a hero.
Demavend, please, don't feed me that drivel. We've known each other far too long. Why did you stay?
Meve. As meddling as you are beautiful. See that building? That one there.
The... brothel? The Crimson Bodice?
Precisely. So, promise not to laugh. I'm a patron. A loyal one, in fact. One of the girls there, Demeretta. She's marvelous. Makes me feel young again.
A young fool, you mean? Demavend, there's a war on, and...
Allow me to finish. Demeretta became, well, with child. Exactly 9 months ago. Understand now?
She's entered confinement. Having contractions.
Since yesterday. You see, I cannot leave her like this. Can't have her moved. I must stay put until she gives birth.
And then what? Pray tell. Invite all of Nilfgaard to the christening?
No, my dear. There is a hidden tunnel deep beneath the city, leading far beyond its walls. Once the midwives cut the cord, we flee.
Demavend, you risk the lives of thousands of men for a single child? For a bastard to boot?
Meve, I would kill thousands of men for my child. Born in wedlock or out, it changes nothing.
It changes everything. One way the babe inherits the throne, the other...
You argue succession while I speak of a father's love. But I shouldn't expect you to understand. Your heart, ice through and through, always has been. No wonder, villain.
Your Majesties, the Nilfgaardians are attacking.
Meve, we must hold out. A few hours, that's all.
I'll do what I can. Defend the king! We must stop them!
You mad? Don't shake that!
I warned you!
Thing about slings, they hide well.
I want their hedge! And...
Hey?
Meve! They're getting close! Devil!
Narin Yalden Kronfe.
This could hurt.
Meve! Sod it. Sod it all.
Again and again and again.
Getting to work.
Should have listened to me old lady. Give me a target.
An army's a waste of time for one like me.
We must trust each other.
This harvest will be reaping black-clad heads. I will list at your command.
Gloire!
No! The chase!
Ha ha ha! It worked!
With their forces combined, the rulers managed to hold the old town long enough for Demereta to bear the king's offspring, a healthy, hardy boy. When the midwife slapped the infant, his scream carried above the roar of battle. Soon after...
Thank you. If not for you, the devils would have devoured us.
I should say it was nothing. But the truth is, I need your aid.
Aid? But you see, my army is no more. I must pull back, regroup.
Pull back? Where to? The golden sun flies over your entire realm.
To Redania, to take shelter at the court there.
And then? Will you sit and watch the fool juggle apples as Nilfgaard parcels all Aedirn out to its settlers?
Meve, one must know when to fold and when to double down. Nilfgaard has stretched the front. Winter will soon be here. Let the costs claw away at them. A year, two, then we strike. And we shall prove the Empire is a colossus with feet of clay.
Fine.
And you?
I can't live like that.
So what shall you do instead?
Fight on. Until I win. Or the black-clad curs tear me apart.
Gods, such pity I have for your husband. The poor man must have had a rough go of it.
He seemed content with his life while it lasted. Yet I'm serious, Demavend, in my request. You truly won't aid me. Provide nothing at all.
I will tell my men whoever so wishes can join your party and fight on. But please, curb your excitement. They are tired. Few will choose the path of greater resistance. But, are you familiar with the saying, when at wit's end, a dwarf's your friend?
Yes, it and many others. Yet as much as I appreciate folk wisdom, I prefer facts to philosophy at the moment. Preferably facts relevant to my situation.
How about this? Mahakam is but a week's ride from here. And there you'll find thousands of dwarves armed to the teeth. Enough to turn the tides of this war, I venture.
Yes, they could. If not for another fact. That the dwarves have always been famously indifferent to strife between humans. They'll never come to my aid. Bah! I doubt they'll even let me into their land.
Unless you show them this. The leaden ring. A token of amity given to me by the Elder-in-Chief. That's not to say they'll welcome you with open arms. But they will hear you out. And that is something.
Dwarven infantry I'd make good use of. I shall do as you say. Or at least try.
Good. And to ease your journey somewhat, I'll give you as your guide the best man, or rather woman, for the task. Rayla!
Yes, Your Grace?
You've been to Mahakam with me many times. You know their paths. Take Queen Meve and her party there.
'Twould be an honor, Your Majesty.
I'll send messengers ahead that the dwarfs may expect your arrival. Until then, good luck, Meve. And may we one day waltz upon the grave of our foe, Emperor Emir.
May it be so. Just as long as I get to lead.
Ah, of course. Farewell, Queen.
Meve left Aldersburg in ill spirits. Rather than provide the help she had hoped for, Demavend had merely sent her on to Mahakam. Her way west was lit first by the glow of a burning city, then by the smoldering remains of charred villages by the roadside. It was clear the war against Nilfgaard had taken a bitter turn. Each stranger was now treated as an enemy, and the customarily hospitable Aedirnians slammed their doors at anyone's approach. The party's morale was somber as well, and did not even improve with the first sight of mountains looming in the distance. Wandering among the ashes, Meve entered the dwarves' domain.